A vibrant fundraiser is taking people to the dazzling world of Wicked and the Wizard of Oz. Plymouth Housing is hosting Pop Some Tops 2025 Emerald City Magic next week as part of their mission to end homelessness, because there's no place like home. Steve was in the Arc Lounge this morning with Mary Lagomarsino, the Senior Manager of Partnerships at Plymouth Housing, and Amber French, the Senior Architect and Director of Environmental Works, and a member of Pop Ambassador Board at Plymouth Housing. Steve, I love the name of this fundraiser.
I do too, and we were just talking about the great timing of this with the Wicked theme and this trailer that's coming out about the second movie, so well done, ladies. This is really good timing. We're going to get into the fundraising event in just a moment, but tell us a little bit first, Mary, about, for people who aren't familiar with what Plymouth Housing is or does, explain what you guys do.
Yes, I'd love to. So Plymouth is a nonprofit that provides permanent supportive housing to nearly 1,400 individuals who have experienced long-term homelessness throughout 17 buildings in King County. When we talk about the type of housing we provide, by permanent, we mean that there's no time limit on our housing. Okay. And the supportive piece of that is we offer on-site wraparound services like case management, medical care, community meals and activities, and access and referrals to other services like substance use treatment. Okay. We believe that everyone deserves a home. Once you provide that safety and stability of having a roof over your head and a key to your own apartment, you can tailor care to each individual's needs to help them thrive. And we know that this model works. Nearly 95% of our residents remain housed stably once moving into a Plymouth building.
And as Tyra just mentioned, there's no place like home.
There is no place like home.
So it makes a huge difference. Amber, what is the promoters of the Plymouth Ambassador Board? Explain what that is.
It's a mouthful.
It is.
We're known as POP, and we're a group of young professionals who are committed to spreading the word of Plymouth Housing and committed to helping to end homelessness.
And how do you guys go about doing that?
We have, throughout the year, we host and plan events, such as educational events for folks in the region to attend. We also have direct service opportunities within Plymouth buildings and with Plymouth residents, as well as fundraising. And in fact, our signature fundraising event is coming up next Friday on June 13th.
Okay, so let's talk about this fundraising effort, Pop Some Tops. And this kind of has a Wicked theme, is my understanding, right? Tell us about this fundraiser and how that theme was chosen. I'm assuming had something to do with the movies that just recently came out, right?
Absolutely.
Exactly, yep. And yeah, we we also tied it to Seattle. So Emerald City Magic is the official event name.
I love that.
And everything within the event it's been a fun theme to have. It's really infusing itself in a lot of the items, like the food. The menu selection is very Wicked inspired. Our cocktail names, raffle prize packages also have Wicked inspired names. The event will also feature dancing and music, and we have a gorgeous venue. So there's an opportunity, a photo booth down by the water at Sunset Bay Lodge in Ballard, where we'll be hosting it. So we're hoping for good weather next Friday.
Wonderful. And are Ariana and Cynthia going to show up?
Yes, that's right. That's right. We hope so.
At least in some capacity, right? What does the money raised from this fundraiser, what does that do? What will that be used for?
Yeah, so that will provide housing and care to our residents. So each year, they generously raise funds that helps us advance our mission, providing those services that I mentioned, as well as things tying into the theme. One of the programs we do are welcome home baskets. So each resident that moves into a Plymouth building, they receive supplies to set up their first home that they have moved into maybe for the first time in 5, 10, or 20 years. Things like the Plymouth Supply Center, where we offer household items, personal care, cleaning supplies free of charge for our residents. So all of that is used to provide all of these various services to our residents.
I'm assuming this is something the public can go to if they would like, the fundraiser?
Yes, absolutely.
What do people need to know if they're interested in attending? And can you dress up, maybe in like a Wicked-themed costume or something?
Absolutely, yes. Channel your inner Elphaba or Glinda, or just come in your favorite cocktail
Yeah.
attire. So
Yeah,
we
I love
definitely
that.
encourage people to dress up.
More information on website, I assume, in terms of how to get tickets for it?
That's right, yes.
Okay.
Visit the Plymouth website, plymouthhousing.org/pop some tops
Okay.
for tickets.
In terms of what, and obviously you work with Plymouth Housing, but in terms of the work that Plymouth Housing does, is there something in particular that sort of resonates with you? Maybe it is, interacting with that person who gets a roof over their head for the first time in a very long time and sees, the place where they're going to live for the first time. What is it that resonates with you?
So as Senior Manager of Partnerships, one of the programs that I oversee is our volunteer program. And so what's really special to me is that I get to bring the community into our buildings to see our mission and work. They get to serve meals to residents, play bingo, create care kits. It's really exciting to share that with folks in the community, to have them meet our residents, have that experience of learning more about what we do and asking any questions they have, and just learning more about homelessness and housing in King County and the ways that Plymouth is working to address that. But having them come in is really special for me, and residents are always so thankful and grateful to be surrounded by compassionate community members who
Certainly
care for
does
them.
take a community to address an issue like this
Yes.
that's so significant here. What about for you?
For me, well, the housing first approach that Mary described earlier, where folks are housed, no questions asked, because it's really hard to heal from the trauma of living on the streets without having a roof over your heads.
Yeah.
And my own personal biases about homelessness were challenged back in college. In architecture school, we had an opportunity to volunteer in a homeless shelter. And it was really moving for me to come away from that with kind of having formed personal relationships and really understanding that we're all human.
Yeah.
We're all trying to get by. And one thing I like to really try to do is acknowledge folks when I see them unhoused on the streets, say hello, and just treat them the way we all want to be treated. So
Yeah, it certainly can change your outlook on a really big issue that not only impacts Seattle, but so many other communities across Western Washington.
Yeah,
Thank you both for your time, and thank you for joining us to talk
much.
about the fundraiser. Hope it goes well.
Yes.
And as Tyra, as we mentioned, love the theme.
Yeah.
What a
Pop
cool
some
theme.
Tops.
Pop some tops.
It's great. Thank you, Steve. For more information on Plymouth Housing, pop some tops, and to grab tickets, we made it easy for you. Go ahead and scan the QR code on your screen. That will take you directly to komonews.com/hotlinks. From there, you'll find a link to their website. It's all for a great cause.